So maybe you've been thinking about selling your house or condo, huh? No, well, come on. Work with me here, and I'm gonna tell you anyways. How much does it cost you to sell your place? Because it ain't free, and there are some significant costs involved that you should know about prior to putting it on the market. Not everybody's gonna tell you about all of them. I'm here to try and tell you about most. So let's dive into what you can expect to pay when you're selling. What was that? Guess it's time to get started. Let's talk house. We're gonna start with the biggest costs because we don't want to shy away from them, and those are the things that you are gonna want to know about most. First thing, this only applies if you're buying another property after you sell. So how much is it exactly? Well, it varies depending on how expensive the property you're buying is. There's a formula seen right here. And to give you an example, this is the actual dollar figure of something that's, say, $1 million. Now, it's important to know that land transfer taxes double if you buy within the city of Toronto. There's a provincial and a municipal. If you're a first-time buyer, you do also get a pretty significant rebate on both your municipal and provincial land transfer tax. So it's something to take into consideration if you're a first-time buyer, and something that will be applied for you on closing of the property. Next, realtor fees. Hooray! These are negotiable and they change depending on who you work with. First off, the seller pays both realtors, both the seller and the buyer's realtor. How much? Well, that changes depending on the sale price and whatever percentage commission has been negotiated. Typically, full service brokerage realtors, meaning realtors who give you all the toys and baubles with all the services, are usually looking at 2.5% on both sides. That's 5% total for the seller. The opportunity exists for people to sell on their own cheaply. It can be a lot harder sometimes, but it is an option, and there are a lot of services out there that provide the avenue to do so. There's also discount brokerages who may offer you a reduced rate for reduced services as well. This one can also be big depending on what you choose to do. Oftentimes, kitchens and bathrooms are the #1 way to go to boost up the value of your home. And if the work is done properly and in the proper market, you will see more than that on the sale of your house, and you'll actually make money off of it, but it is a big initial cost most of the time. Usually, I tell people that unless it's absolutely pressing, you want to work on the sexy stuff, the stuff that people see. The stuff behind the scenes doesn't tend to squeeze as much value out of the home on sale, but that's not to say it's worthless, and if it needs to be done, you should do it. You also need a lawyer for a deal. Typically in this city, you're gonna spend anywhere between $900 to $1,400 on a lawyer for a real estate deal, but they are very necessary, and you're gonna wanna have a good one in your corner for your deal. You also might have bank fees. Maybe you're breaking a mortgage early, or something on your financing from your previous mortgage has some fine print or something I may not even know about. But you're gonna wanna talk to your lender to ask if there's any fees associated when you're redoing your mortgage or porting it over. So there you go. Those are your major costs when you sell. There may be some others, but typically that's what you're gonna have to consider when you're selling without any extenuating circumstances. You got some questions? Hey, come give me a call. I'm gonna put my phone number right here for you. Look at that, it's pretty good. It's a good phone number. That's a good phone number. And hey, subscribe to the channel, like the video. It really, really helps. And I'm serious. Don't hesitate about getting in touch with me if you've got any real estate questions in this city. I'm always around, and I'll see you in the next video.